What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are here at Martial Arts Unlimited. This is one of the staple places where I do my training nowadays. If you're in Victoria and you want to train, come down here. This is Greg. He's the head instructor. And today we're going to go through some of our favorite setups to land shots. We've got Greg, we got Max behind the camera. We're going to do a switch in a moment. He's going to share something. And I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but at the end, I will put in one of my favorite fakes. Thank you so much for joining me today, everybody. This is an exciting episode because it's the first time that I've brought people on the channel from Victoria to be a part of sharing information with you guys. Before we get to all the information on these awesome setups, which Greg and Max have to share, I want to take a moment and thank the sponsor of the episode, Ridge Wallets. You can head over to ridge.com/Varga10 to save on what I'm really loving right now is their key case. The reason I love this is because I head out running very often. I park my car, I head out running, I go, what do I do with my keys? They jangle away in my pockets. This completely eliminates all of that. The keys are tight together. You can put up to 6 in here, I believe, and they tuck away into the pocket. They have this nifty little spot here where I can attach it either to my shirt or I could attach it to my pants. It sticks in there, it's solid. In addition, this wallet is so great because I don't like bulk. I like simplicity. We've got the cash on the side. We can get the cards up to 12 into here, and overall, when I throw this in my pocket, whether I'm going for a run or I'm going out for dinner, it doesn't protrude out, it doesn't look bulky, people don't notice it, and the material is fantastic. These guys provide a lifetime warranty on their products, which means you only have to buy it one time, but you might want more than one because they are so cool. Remember to head over to ridge.com/Varga10 and you can save up to 40% from now until December 22nd. So great, why don't you lead off and show us something that you like, which he's landed on me many times.
All right, so a lot of the time when we're landing that lead hook nice and high, you get that elbow rising up. And if I see that happening enough times, I can expect that reaction. So I might draw it a couple times, and then on one of those, I'm gonna throw the hook right in front of their face, but they're not gonna know that that's what's gonna happen. I like to take a little step with my fake hook so that I can get some momentum going and then just drive a good liver kick in. If you're orthodox, it's a good liver kick. At speed, just bam, 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 bam. I like what I see, bam, whoop, boom. You just get that nice liver shot off that.
And it works. I think that when you were explaining it to me before, you were saying like actually utilize the momentum of your body to increase the whip of the kick almost, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because I think I've seen other people try this and they kind of forget about the transition from here to here. They stop and then they go for the kick. But the idea here is, you know, he can get his elbow up and back down if I pause fast enough to block. So it's kind of got to be like, boom. And yeah, it's something that surprises me because as you guys on the channel know, I do like to raise my arm sometimes, especially if I feel like somebody's drawing the punch back behind the ear. I don't want to just stay here. I'll get there, but that exposes my body. And Greg has seen this on me, I know, because we've been sparring for...
That'd be 10 years at least.
10 years at least. And yeah, he sees it and he capitalized on it many times. So try that one out. It's fantastic. Thank you so much, Greg. We'll do a switch here and get Max in. All right, Max, up and coming guy in town, doing fantastic. Been sparring with me for a couple of years now. Hit me many times. And we're going to get him in and show one of his sort of fakes because you have a unique style.
Yeah.
In the sense you have that karate background and you're not just going to stand there and throw and bang. So yeah, show everybody what you like. And
so I'll just show it first and then I'll kind of explain what's going on. So it looks like this where I come up and through like so. I've caught a lot of guys almost by accident with this. I've got a couple knockdowns with it. The big thing to note is that it's very hard for my opponent to cover both the center line and the outside, and he has to fully respect all 3 of my shots because any one of these 3 shots can knock him down, where the shot straight down the middle, especially if I'm a southpaw, can really cause serious damage, as well as the high kick. So I'm kind of overloading one side in order to make it very easy for me to cause damage. So I'm throwing my cross and I'm using that same hip movement of throwing the cross to move my high kick up, And then as I'm pulling back my high kick, that's creating the power to throw my follow-up cross. So it's a combination of a cobra punch like so, and just a standard cross to high kick setup like so.
I like that one, because I've seen a number of guys, I've talked on the channel about the way Liam Harrison does the there to there.
Yeah.
But I haven't actually seen the cross first.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when people throw the round kick, I'm very aware that there might be a cross coming after, but the way that you do it makes it almost, sometimes just adding one technique.
Yeah, exactly.
Just makes the combo so much harder.
Yeah, and it's especially, it can be blindsiding because there's some talk about how like, oh, when you throw the cross, you should fully reset to throw the high kick. But that's a little bit less effective if you're really trying to set up the high kick.
Yeah.
And even though my cross is a little bit less power because my foot is leaving the ground, it doesn't matter because if I hit you with this, you're going to be a little bit blinded for the kick that comes after.
Yeah, and then hip-wise for the kick, do you commit fully or do you hold back a little bit?
Maybe a hair, but realistically, I'm doing this in two kind of hip motions where I'm snapping my hip forward and then pulling it back.
Okay.
So I like to call it borrowing the hip movement of the cross, where I'm throwing my cross and then the hip movement pulls this up, and then from here, the counter movement of me pulling my hip and leg back is going to power my second cross. Boom. Yeah.
Yeah, so 3 sharp, explosive movements in opposite directions.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, so especially if you're a southpaw. Do you find that this one works specifically because you're a southpaw?
Yeah,
or?
I think it works better. I think it'll still work if you're closed stance. But just the fact that that the rear side weapons are so threatening in the open stance matchup makes it that much better.
Much better. Okay, you can give that one a try as well, guys. And while we're here, I'll give everybody, I'm gonna come up with something really fast, one of the fakes that I like. You guys have probably seen this before, but in case you missed the episode, I'm going to go from the body cross up to the head level round kick. What I'm looking for is throw my body cross. I'm looking for this guy to compromise his head position. If Max does it correctly, like he just did there, he can still protect his head. But most people do not. They overcommit, which leaves that side open. So I can throw one, I look for it, and then down in here. A lot of people struggle with the flexibility, because once I'm here, it's very difficult to get the leg up. That's why the head has to drop. I can't kick him in the head from this height, but if I just lean my head back, it's so much easier. So I just tap, I can set that up beforehand, and then if I see that arm drop, right up and all the way over. That's the one that I like to do. So thank you, Max, for joining us. Everybody, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Remember, Martial Arts Unlimited in Victoria, fantastic spot to get your training in. And if you come by, you'll probably see me as well. Thanks for joining today. If you haven't already, join the channel, get subscribed, give the video a like. I'll see you back here soon for another episode.